my god, he's so goddamn cool!
This world was devastated before I was born. A harsh, bleak place where we live in eternal darkness. Life is a struggle, and people live without hope. How did this happen? No one will answer me directly.
Silver the Hedgehog makes his debut in this game, and he's still one of the coolest characters in the series to this day. It says a lot the Sonic team are willing to bring him back in both games and comics, even after the debut game he was in flopped spectacularly.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand back the Scepter of Darkness you took from me.
I love how Shadow prioritizes Rouge over the Scepter. Really goes to show how he's still a softy at heart despite what he tries to make people believe.
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
I'm Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark. What? Did you forget me?
The music combined with Mephiles' creepy walk establishes him as a creepy villain that even the ultimate life form feels uneasy around.
Looks like we stopped it for now.
But it'll just rise up from its ashes again. What's the point of all this? It'll never end.
What every player felt after playing Silver's first level.
By knowing the truth, of course. Just as a flower comes from a seed, or a chicken comes from an egg, everything has an origin. You need to find the being originally responsible for this catastrophe.
Mephiles, voiced by Dan Green, has some really great line deliveries. He almost sounds like Madara Uchiha from Naruto.
No way!
In order to change the past, you must eliminate the individual who has awakened Iblis, the Iblis Trigger.
If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
A lot of people call Silver dumb for taking Mephiles' word here, but given the context of the situation, I'd actually disagree. He is in an eternal struggle with his world, facing a bleak future with no hope whatsoever. Many people in his shoes would believe Mephiles even if it seemed nonsensical.
I guess we all got separated. This is so unbelievable.
Silver, having lived in an apocalyptic world, can take the time to appreciate what would be a rather mundane location for any other character in the present, which strengthens his resolve to kill Sonic. This is touched upon a couple more times in the game, and it's a great bit of writing that gives Silver depth as a character. Final Fantasy VII called It Wants Its Everything Back.
Wow, that's a pretty snazzy performance there. I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
This is one of the few times Sonic actually feels in character throughout the game. I wish there were more scenes like this.
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Now I've got you, Sonic!
Hey!
It's about time I finally caught you again.
Never change, Amy. Never change.
It's okay. I'm sure the guy I'm looking for is still on the island. I'm sure I can still find him.
Well, then I'll help you.
What?
2 heads are better than 1 when looking for someone.
Hey, just wait a sec.
Seeing Silver struggle to get through to a confident young female is relatable on so many levels. It feels like you get talking to shit you have no intention of doing.
Sonic!
Tails! Long time no see. Feels great, doesn't it?
Yes, I've never run so fast before.
Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
Some great life advice from Sonic here. Life is short, so run towards your dream if possible. If you have time to worry about how shit life is, then you have time to take the first step towards accomplishing your dream.
The person you were looking for was Sonic. Were you planning to kill him?
He's responsible for destroying my world!
That's crazy! Sonic would never do that.
But it's true! In the near future, his actions will cause the devastation of my world. So I must...
No! I don't believe it. Even if that was true. If I had to choose between the world and Sonic, I would choose Sonic.
You lot see a crazy bitch, I see a real lover.
So this is where you are. I've been looking for you. What's wrong?
Well, Blaze? To kill someone to save the world. Is that really the right thing to do?
Silver was never explicitly told by Mephiles that Sonic was evil, just that his actions would cause the devastation of his future. After seeing Amy's concern for him, combined with his efforts to save the princess, I'm almost certain Silver would have come to realize that Sonic is a good guy by the time this cutscene happens. Therefore, Silver contemplating whether to kill him or not, knowing the potential risks if he doesn't, points to his idealistic and naive nature, which was already hinted at with the Mephiles stuff earlier.
Where are we?
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient.
Bit random, but I love that little camera pan.
It looks like we need to... Rock and roll! Ah, yeah! Rock and roll! Ah, yeah! Rock and roll! It seems he's in standby mode.
What could have possibly happened to create this future? Yes, this is Rouge. Understood. We'll be there in a minute. It looks like Sonic and his friends have found something too. Let's go. It's not like we can do anything for him now.
Yeah.
You can tell how gutted Shadow is about not being able to save Omega from his body movements and voice. It really goes to show how he isn't the heartless bastard he makes himself out to be and does care for his friends.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
Shadow leading the pack while Sonic takes cover at the back. Guess it really is the fearless hero Shadow.
Looks like we made it back in one piece.
Did you find the One Piece though, Dragon?
Mephiles. Tell me, who is the Iblis Trigger? Why does he want to destroy the world?
Why does that matter to you? Unless you complete your task, your future will remain the same. Forever.
Classic manipulation tactics from Mephiles here. Reminding the manipulee of the urgency of the situation is a great way of getting them to drop any concerns that they may have.
Perhaps it's better to show you. Yes, that's you. After the world was devastated by Iblis's flames, what do you think happened? A search for the guilty. Who did this, you may ask? Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power, they feared it. They use this incident as an excuse to hunt you down.
This whole situation is honestly so cruel on Shadow that I wouldn't blame him if he did join Mephiles. After witnessing his best friend get shot at gunpoint and rediscovering a sense of purpose in the last game, he learns that humanity will still turn him even if he dedicates his life to them. However, he's put his past behind him as evidenced by the ending of Shadow 5, and is determined to see out Maria's promise regardless of the cost. It's brilliant characterization, and not the last we'll see in the game.
Situation understood. What would you like me to do?
Take this and deliver it to Shadow.
New mission, Shadow support. External access no longer permitted.
Omega.
Rouge thinking quickly and giving present-day Omega commands to rescue Shadow in the future goes to show how her intellect is very much slept on. The bat's a gun agent for a reason.
Now stop it. You have nowhere to go.
I would rather die than be your prisoner again.
So what are you going to do, Princess? Do you plan to jump?
The way he delivers that line combined with a little smirk he's got on his face.
Chaos control! Chaos control!
What is this, the Chaos Control bargain sale? Shadow instantly ran over to see if the Duke was alright. Again, he cares far more about people when he makes out, and this game recognizes that.
Sonic? It's so beautiful. I've never seen so many flowers before.
In all honesty, I see the idea Sonic Team had with the Sonic Elise dynamic. They wanted Sonic to be someone who broadens her horizons beyond her real duties, showing her his idea of living life. While the execution was questionable, the idea was solid.
This only proves you were created to stop Shadow, the ultimate life form. Don't tell me you didn't know. You may have been programmed by humanity, but what you did to Shadow in the future, that was your...
Love how Mephiles' words here get to Omega. He may be a robot, but he's got a fierce sense of loyalty to those he considers friends.
The one that defeats and seals you in the future is me.
Look how heartbroken Shadow is that humanity would force one of his best friends to incapacitate him. Honestly, this game does such a good job with Shadow's character.
Shadow? Even if you believe everyone in the world will be against you, know that I'll always remain by your side. Remember that.
I will.
And again, Rouge and Shadow shown to have quite the bond with that line. Team Dark is one of the best things to ever come out of the franchise, man.
Elise!
Not only is this one of the best cutscenes in Sonic history, but, in my opinion anyway, this is Shadow's best ever moment in the entire series. Mephiles tries to convince Shadow to switch to the dark side by reminding him that eventually humanity will betray him when push comes to shove. However, Shadow in the previous game put his past behind him, striving to make Maria's dream of a peaceful Earth become a reality. And because of this, he says that he'll keep fighting for Maria's dream till the day humanity turns on him. It's vintage Shadow summarized in a single cutscene, and one of the reasons he's my favourite character in the series.
Ah! Please!
I'll take Iblis. Don't worry. My soul is already alit with flames. I will be accepted. Come on, make it quick. Use your chaos control to stop time. Then seal us into a different dimension.
No! I can't do that to you!
Didn't we already go through this? We agreed to save the world at any price.
I can't! I wouldn't know what to do without you! You fought alongside me to save the world! You're my friend, right?
This exchange is a reminder of how naive Silver really is. He supposedly wants to save the world at any price, yet can't follow through when he learns it will be at the cost of his best friend. As Silver's flame departs into another dimension, light illuminates his world. The once dark and grim sky is now bright and full of life. The world is saved, but Silver remains dejected, wanting his best friend to see the same sights he is.
Sonic!
Aren't you worried?
If you have time to worry, then none, right?
At least learning to loosen up a little and enjoy life after hanging with Sonic for a while. Neat. A perfect representation of what this game did to the franchise.
Finally, the seal is broken. At long last, I'll be able to join with you.
A lot of people call Mephiles' plan dumb, given that he could travel back in time and join with Iblis there. However, I disagree. Mephiles is heavily based on Mephistopheles, or the devil for short, and I believe he'd want to achieve his goal in the most painful way possible to our heroes. If he did travel back in time, it would be over in a flash and bring him no joy. Instead, he wants Elise to feel the weight of her fuck up, letting it slowly sink in that she doomed all of existence because she got a little too close to Sonic and let her emotional guard down for a second. It's kinda like Goku letting his opponent power up during fights. He could have easily kicked Frieza's ass after going Super Saiyan, but let him reach his full power so the fight would be more satisfying for him.
Due to Mephiles' manipulation.
Sonic? No. You don't think...
Sonic!
Aww, look at Shadow in the background, caring.
No, it is a transcendent life form that exists in the past, present, and future. Defeating it here, now, would do nothing.
No, I won't give up. There has to be a way. If you say it exists in the past, present, and future, I'll destroy them all at once!
Once again, Silver's optimistic nature shines through. Even when the ultimate life form was given up hope, Silver continues to believe there's a path to victory. I know, you're probably tired of me dick riding Shadow, but I can't help it. He's got the exact same reactions I would in that scenario.
I'll release you from the chains of your past.
I will protect the future!
The present day, the here and now that you've stolen, time to take it back!
I love all three of these lines for varying reasons. Shadow was once a slave to his past, but freed himself from it at the end of Shadow 5. Silver's whole story and character revolves around protecting the future. Sonic's character revolves around living in the present, with Solaris just being another obstacle to that philosophy. It's a fantastic way to end the Less Than Stellar campaign, especially given that this is one of the few good bosses in the game.
If we put out this flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right? But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened. To tell the truth, I don't care what happens to the world.
If your woman doesn't want to wipe out all existence just to be with you, then she ain't a true lover. This show of Sonic staring at the moon is so beautiful, it almost makes you forget about the shit show that was the journey to this point. Almost. Before I wrap things up, I simply have to talk about the stellar OST of this game. It's no secret that Sonic games have consistently delivered when it comes to music, but this game in particular surpassed most expectations even in that regard. This has felt most of the incredible vocal themes, with each character once again getting a specific theme that tells a story about them. All Hail Shadow is about Shadow resolving through the best version of himself in spite of the past or future. Dreams of an Absolution talks about Silver and how he dreams of a better life in spite of his horrid future. And his world represents Sonic's free nature and how he handles adversity in his life. These songs have stood the test of time with flying colours, with his world even getting sampled by Drake of all people. Add the fact that Sega somehow got Akon to work on an official song for the game and we're looking at an all-time soundtrack. Therefore, I'm adding a win for each song on the official soundtrack.
It's no use!